Hello everyone, please welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you Mercedes E350 W212. I'm in the process of changing the rear rotors. I already changed on the passenger side and I'm going to change on the driver side. That I'm going to share with you, and let's get started. First thing, we're going to loosen the lug nut, jack up the car. Once all the lug nuts are loose, to open the lug nut, I'm using a 17mm socket. The rotors are okay. On the passenger side was bad, and since I changed the passenger side, I'm going to change it also on the driver side. So it's always advisable when you're changing rotor, do it as a pair. The tools we're going to use: H7 T30, the Torx driver. Torx driver, we're going to use it right up here. H7, we're going to remove the caliper. As for the caliper, we're going to remove the weather capping, the screwdriver, and just pop them out. So once they are out, one on the top, one at the bottom. You remove the weather caps, and now we're going to use H7. Bolts, one at the bottom and one at the top. As you see, the bolt is pushed out. Now we can use the screwdriver, as you see, and we're going to do the same thing at the bottom. So now we're going to remove the clip. The easier way to take out the clip, just use the screwdriver and push it a little bit. As you can see, this one slips out, come out easily. Caliper is removed. These are the brake pads. Take out the brake pads, and we're going to put the new brake pads as well. And we're going to leave the caliper right on top so it can be rested. Now we're going to remove the caliper bracket, and we're going to use 18mm. These are the two bolts, one at the top and one at the bottom. So we're going to remove those. Both bolts are removed. These are the bolts, and the bracket comes out. So now we're going to use a T30 Torx driver. Remove this screw. We're going to use the blaster. It's a good idea to put it on and let it sit for a couple of minutes. Once we sprayed the PV blaster, it's a rusted, so we need a little hammer, and that's it. Couple of taps, and as you see, the rotor will come. As you can see, there is a rust. New brake pads we have, and this is the new. This is the new rotor. Since the brake pads are worn out, I'm going to use the new brake pads also, and I'm not going to use that clip. I'm going to use my old clip. So I'm using a brake cleaner. This is the brake clean CRC. Use it. on the new rotor, so it will clean up all the film. So just to clean the rotor with the brake cleaner. So now we are ready to install. So now we're going to line up to that hole where we took the box driver. And this is the screw we're going to use, the same screw. So tighten the screw, keeps the rotor in place. So now we're going to put the caliper bracket. Now we're going to put it back in a reverse order. So we're going to put those big bolts and we're going to tighten it. Once the brake caliper bracket is fully installed, this is the piston. We're going to compress it prior to putting the new brake pads. So it's always a good idea, use the older brake and then you use a C-clamp. So we're going to keep tightening it and that will press the piston back. So once the piston is fully pushed back, now we're going to remove the C-clamp. So we're going to take out these bolts and we're going to make sure that we put the grease. This is the brake caliper grease. We're going to use that. So once you put caliper brake grease on these bolts, and that will eliminate the squeaky noise if you are getting. Normally, whenever the mechanics install, they never put the grease. It's one of the reason, if you see, these are rusted. So that's the tip I wanted to share with you. Just apply grease right on top of these bolts. See, now it slides back and forth easily. And before, if you notice that it wasn't sliding out, we have to use the screwdriver to push it out. Now we're going to install the brake pad. If you are changing a brake pad, so this is the process. So basically you do it. I'm not putting a separate video for the brake pads. Now we're going to install the brake pad, just like that, and the other one's going to get rusted right on top of it. Put the screws in. We're going to use H7 and we're going to tighten those. Once the bolts are tightened, so now we're going to put the weather cap. One at the bottom. And now the last part is the clip. So first you install it at the bottom, just like this. And then on the top, you just press it out with the thumb. One thumb you press it, and the other thumb you pull it out. And that's how you put the clip back. So that's how it's easy. You replace your rotor on Mercedes E350, which is a W212. And now we're going to put the wheel back, and that's basically it. If you found this video to be helpful, like always, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.